Francis prays for an end to religious persecution. On the feast of Saint Stephen, the first Christian martyr, Pope Francis says he is close to the Christian communities that suffer discrimination, and prays for peace in Syria, Gaza, and Ukraine. Pope Francis has renewed his appeal for peace in the Middle East and Ukraine. Speaking after his recitation of the Angelus prayer for the feast of Saint Stephen, the Pope addressed a sizable crowd gathered in St. Peter's Square. War and persecution. He said that on the feast of Saint Stephen he is close to the Christian communities that suffer discrimination. I urge them, Pope Francis said, to persevere in charity towards all, striving peacefully for justice and religious freedom. The Pope added that he also entrusted to Saint Stephen the invocation of peace by war-torn peoples. The media show us what war produces, he said. We witness Syria, now we see Gaza. We think of martyred Ukraine. A desert of death. People desire peace, the Pope stressed. Let us pray for peace. Let us strive for peace. Wonder and worship. Pope Francis went on to invite the faithful to visit the nativity scene set up in St. Peter's Square. As you look at the statues, he said, you will see in their faces and attitudes a common trait, wonder. You will see a wonder that becomes worship. Hold on to this, the Pope said, wonder that becomes worship. Christmas messages. Pope Francis also took a moment to thank Christians around the world for the Christmas messages they had sent him. I take this opportunity to thank all those who have sent me messages of good wishes from Rome, and from so many parts of the world, he said. Thank you, especially for your prayers. And keep praying for the Pope. It's needed.